You all right, son?
Yes.
Are you hurt, little beaver?
Me not know till stand up. Ow. Guess something must have got stuck.
Yeah, I guess so. Did you pick up the mail, young fella?
Yeah. Me get letter for you.
A letter for me? Well, let's have it.
What from?
Well, let's see, little beaver. It's from the Duchess. And she wants us to come to Blue Springs.
Me glad. No see Duchess in a long time. Why she want us?
That's the part you shot away.
Oh, me go now.
You not go now.
Now, Red, remember, you peaceable man.
I may be a peaceable man, but you're going to get a good spanking.
That motto hits the nail right on the head, Colby.
Jason Hopkins. I thought you were in Denver.
I intended you to think that. Keep your hands up. Turn around.
You ought to know by this time that I never carry a gun.
I'm only just finding out things about you, including the fact you're a forger. Very clever. You keep the gold certificates and leave the forgeries in their place. Then when the blow-off comes, you're in the clear while I'm left charged with fraud.
Just a minute, Jason. Give me a chance.
Who are you working with? Speak up. Who are you working with?
All right. Meeker.
Joe Meeker, eh? Was he in with you when a similar forgery took place in my other bank 15 years ago?
Well, it was your partner was convicted of that.
Yes. Jim Douglas was convicted. But you planted it on him, and now you're planning to slap the same brand on me.
Don't forget it was you that brought charges against your old partner.
I did what I thought was right at the time.
Yeah, quite so. But he swore to kill you. And clearing him after all of these years is not going to soften him any.
I'm going to turn you over to the sheriff right now.
And if that gets out, it'll go very bad with the bank. Very bad, and you know that. Have you ever thought of the effect that it might have on Betty Lou? You know, it's worth considering, Jason. She's become very attached to you. And it might not set so well with her to discover that her real father is a convict.
Ex-convict, I think you mean. I've arranged for Jim Douglas parole. He's on his way here.
Jim Douglas? Does he know about me?
Not yet, but he will.
Jason, you've got me all wrong. Really, you have. Meeker forced me into this. If you give me a break, I'll do all I can to help you.
Now you're being sensible, Colby. But don't try to get away. Because those were federal bonds you tampered with, and I can have you brought back from any part of the Union.
For I'm gone to Louisiana with the banjo on my knee. For I'm gone to Louisiana with the banjo on my...
Oh, it's you, Colby. Come in.
Did you get my telegram?
Why else would I be in this forsaken hamlet of Blue Springs? I should be in New York. The stock market's going sky high.
And I'm afraid we are, too.
What do you mean?
Hopkins has found out about us.
Us? You haven't got me mixed up in it, have you?
I had to, Meeker. He knows everything. Everything, I tell you.
Well, don't get in a panic, Colby. He hasn't a shred of evidence.
Yeah, but Douglas is being paroled.
Paroled? That's different. Is he coming here?
Hopkins will tell him what happened.
If I remember right, Douglas said if it was the last thing he ever did, he'd killed Hopkins for sending him to prison. Pete, bring me my razor. How'd you like to take over the bank? I mean, really take it over.
Now, look, this is no time to be funny.
It was never more serious in my life.
All right, what do you suggest?
You're fond of little mottos, aren't you? I'll give you one. Every cloud has a silver lining. Ours will have a gold one. And Pete will do the polishing. Anything for us, Joe? Just some mail.
Hopkins. Now, take it easy, Doug. We got a lot of talking to do. You did enough talking. You easy, Jim. Now, quiet down.
Here. What's this turkey up to, Mr. Hopkins?
Oh, it's just a joke, Clem.
Looked to me like he's trying to get you.
Oh, as I said, it was just a bit of fun.
Bit of fun, huh? I got a sense of humor myself. All aboard. Okay, you're all set.
There's the Blue Springs stage. We'll soon be into town. Hey, Beaver, look at that.
Man hit your ride.
That's a funny way to do it. Look, he's pulling the gun.
Looks like your joke is not so funny, mister.
Well, you don't think I shot him?
I sure do, and so will the sheriff. Get in there. All right, Fred.
Come on, get on your feet.
The old place needs a coat of paint, Colby.
It sure does.
Now we must see about that.
I see you, Mr. Meeker.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Colby.
Betty Lou, when did you get into town?
Just a little while ago. Hello, Mr. Meeker.
Miss Betty?
Come in.
Oh, how are you, Duchess?
Howdy, Colby. I'm Mika.
How do you do?
Betty Lou, I had no idea you were returning to Blue Springs so soon.
Well, I didn't either. But Dad sent a telegram, and it sounded important.
Telegram. It must be to bring you all the way from Denver.
I can hardly wait till he gets here. Do you know where he is, Mr. Colby?
Why, he said something about meeting the stage. He'll be here soon.
All right. I'll wait right here. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if girls worked in a bank someday.
Yes. And I suppose girls will be smoking those cigarettes someday, too.
Hello, Blue Springs Bank. Mr. Colby? Yes, just a moment. Yes, Sheriff. Yes, this is Betty Lou. Shot. Yes. Yes, I'll be right over. Mr. Colby, Dad's been shot and he's at the sheriff's office.
You can't go in there, mister.
Why not?
But this is Mr. Meeker.
Sheriff's orders, Mr. Colby, but it's all right for you, though.
I'll wait, Colby. Let me know as soon as possible.
All right.
Here's Red Ryder. He's got a prisoner.
Get down. What's the excitement?
Mr. Hopkins was shot on the stage. He's inside.
Get in. You watch the horses, little beaver.
You betcha.
How's Hopkins?
Not so good, Red. Who's this?
Well, this is the man who did the shooting.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I got this other fella just good as hung. Clem caught him red-handed.
You see, there you are. Why, I saw this man jump the stage from behind and pull a sneak shooting.
The heck you did.
Yes, sir.
Well, then maybe this other fella... Mister, I'm gonna hold you. Come on.
You got nothing on me.
You'll have plenty of chance to speak your piece.
Hey, this is against the Constitution. You can't keep me here.
Did you get my letter, Red?
Yes, Duchess, but I couldn't make much out of it.
Well, there wasn't much I could tell you, except that Hopkins wanted to see you.
Red Ryder,
Yes, Jason, what is it?
look out for Betty Lou.
You bet I will.
Tell Doug that Colby, he...
Dad! Dad!
Take Betty Lou to your place, will you, Duchess?
Come on, honey. The old Duchess will take care of you, dear.
Who was this Doug Hopkins started to talk about?
I wondered myself. I never heard him mention him before.
Say, Sheriff, how come you're holding this fellow?
Why, Clem heard him threaten Hopkins just before the shooting.
I tell you, Sheriff, I didn't kill him.
Who are you, anyway?
Oh, what's the difference?
Let's talk to this other bird. All right, fella. How about you? I said talk. He's cold as a mackerel. He's knifed in the back.
Maybe somebody was afraid he'd talk.
Yeah, but who?
I'm going to stay till I find out.
Maybe I better turn that other fella loose.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you can go. But you can thank Red Ryder for it, Mr. Well, I guess I didn't get your name.
No, I didn't give it. Don't know how to thank you, Ryder, for saving my neck.
I'm glad you don't, because no thanks are necessary.
So Hopkins didn't tell you why he had me paroled.
Jason had his own reason for doing things. You ought to know that, Jim.
Yes, but I have a funny feeling something he wanted to tell me that was pretty important. That's the reason he was killed.
Now, we'll never know, will we? What are your plans, Jim?
Oh, I don't know. Stick around here for a while, I guess.
Thinking of Betty Lou? You gonna tell her who you are?
And ruin her life? I'd rather be hung than have that happen to her.
You're absolutely right, Jim. You'd like to be near her, wouldn't you?
Gee, I'd give him a right arm.
We need a bank guard. How'd you like to take the job, Mr. Johnson?
Johnson it is. I'll take it. Hello, Ryder.
How are you, Red?
How are you?
How's Miss Betty feeling?
Oh, she's getting along fine. You seem to be very concerned. Is she a friend of yours?
Well, no.
As a matter of fact, I just found out that Mr. Johnson was an old friend of Hopkins.
Oh, is that so? Well, you didn't mention it the other day.
You didn't ask me. Besides, nobody would believe me. Well, I'll have to be getting along, Mr. Colby. When do I report for the job?
Tomorrow morning at 9.
Thanks. Bye, Ryder.
Bye. What job is that?
By a bank guard. I figured we owed him something, and besides, he needs it.
Well, if you think it's all right, I guess Betty Lou will.
Oh, by the way, Red, were you at the reading of the Hopkins will?
Yes, we just read it.
What did it say?
It appoints the Duchess and me as joint executors.
Well, what about the bank? Will you carry on or sell?
Sell? What for?
Well, with Hopkins gone, I didn't think the girl would want to take on the responsibility.
Oh, but Betty Lou does. Oh, by the way, Colby, you'll have a job to do.
Yeah? What is it?
We'd like to have a complete financial statement by next Monday morning.
It'll be a lot of work, but we'll manage somehow.
Thanks. So long.
So long.
I didn't expect them to ask for that statement so soon.
What about the dummy bonds?
Now, don't get in a panic, Colby. I told you the secret of success is to get a specialist for every job. In this case, you're the specialist. Simply remove the dummy bonds and say the bank is $50,000 short.
Just to say that Hopkins took them.
Yes, but $50,000.
Talking won't get it back. What's your suggestion, Colby?
Well, there's two courses. Suspend operations or reorganize.
You mean let the bank fall into other hands? I'll never let the bank go. Now, you two are the executors of my dad's will, and I want every cent that he left me put in this bank.
Well, Betty Lou, that's wonderful. Your dad would have been proud of you. I'll kick in with my own money, too. How about you, Duchess?
Yes, sirree. We'll keep Hopkins' name on this bank or bust a gusset.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, not that, no.
Oh, bless you both. Come on, let's go see about it right now.
How are you, Miss Betty Lou?
Oh, hello. Feeling better than a few minutes ago. Mr. Johnson, I'm very glad you're with us. I felt sort of badly about accusing you the other day.
Oh, you've no cause to, Miss Betty.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me.
Thank you.
Yoo-hoo. Oh, coming, Duchess. Goodbye, Mr. Johnson.
Goodbye.
Look, I see nothing funny in the situation. Our only chance to avoid ultimate exposure is to secure control of the bank. Now, you got me into this thing. You suggest a way out.
All right, my dear Colby, I will suggest a way out. A perfectly logical and legal way.
Oh, now, just a moment. Oh, John, there's plenty of money for everybody. Don't get excited now. All right, quiet now.
Folks, listen to me. You're getting yourselves all worked up by a lot of idle rumors. The bank's solvent. There's money for all of you.
Then why don't you pay it out?
Well, we're doing it as fast as we can. Just give us time.
Red. We're down to the last bill.
There'll be no holding them. We'd better give it up.
We're not doing any such thing. Pay them in nickels and pennies and count slow.
I want folding money.
You're getting rolling money.
All right.
They're doing a good job, Mr. Meager. First rate, Chuck, but they're stalling for time. This is Saturday, early closing. Get in there and blow the lid off.
It's almost 12 and the bank is closing. You folks come back Monday. Go ahead and close up.
The bank is closed.
Not to me. Now, wait just a minute, not to...
You may be able to run around knocking men down, but you can't keep a poor defenseless woman from getting her money.
But, madam...
And don't call me madam, you bruiser. I want my money.
Well, now, just a minute, lady. I'm a peaceable man, and you can have your money.
Well, I should think so.
Just step right up there to the window.
I want my money.
What happened?
I don't know.
Don't be afraid, Kitty.
So you brought him here. I might have guessed.
Sure, him friend of mine.
Well, he may not want to be a friend of mine, so you better get him out of here.
Me do. Here, friend. Good old skunk.
Yeah, him friend, all right.
I don't know what we'd have done without you and your skunk friend, little beaver.
Oh, skunk no friend.
That's enough, little beaver. You don't want to get too clean. There's a towel for you. Better put this blanket on.
Oh, and I want to thank you, too, Mr. Johnson, for tackling that man. It took some courage.
Oh, not me, Miss Betty. Red Ryder did all that.
Oh, I don't know. That's a matter of opinion. Oh, by the way, we're arranging to have some money expressed in, Mr. Johnson, and we'd like you to have you stay pretty close to the bank. The sheriff will let us have a deputy to work with you.
Oh, sure thing. You know, I think that's a very good idea.
You know, that run on the bank was staged, I'm sure of it. And I've an idea it ties in with other things that have happened around here.
Me guard bank, too.
Sorry, Beaver. No can do this time.
Oh, just a minute, Red. Why can't our young friend here act as our mounted messenger?
Sure, me do all same Pony Express.
All right. Can do. Say, what'd you do with little Beaver?
Well, it looks like he broke loose. Red, I hope nothing's happened to the boy.
Well, I better go search for him. This branch should leave quite a trail. You better check the bank. That's where he was last headed.
I'll leave right away.
You get up there and do like we told you. You savvy?
Me savvy.
And if you try any tricks, I'll slice your ears off. You savvy that?
Me savvy that, too.
Okay, then get up on that rock.
Start the waving.
Yoo-hoo! Red!
Let him have it as soon as his head shows over that rock.
I got a slug made to order for him.
There he is.
By golly, I snagged him.
Not so fast, Slim. He's mighty tricky.
Yeah, you're right. We'll take it easy.
You go around this way. Let's not take any chances.
There's his hat.
Yeah, but his head ain't in it.
You all right, little beaver?
Me much all right.
Good. Thanks for that snake signal. It saved my neck.
Me glad, Red.
You don't think anything happened to Little Beaver?
Oh, no. What I've heard about that little Indian boy, he can take care of himself, and with Ryder checking up on him, you've got nothing to worry about. That must be that sheriff's deputy coming back. Excuse me, Miss Betty. Is that you, Charlie?
Yeah, open up.
Come up, old timer.
You're a fine deputy, Sheriff.
Well, they had to drop on me.
Don't get sore at your old playmate, Doug.
Where'd you get that name?
Never mind. You know what that's safe. There's the combination. Open it. Open it. Get this stuff out of here. Dusty, give me a hand with the old man. We're going to need him. What is it? Ryder, get him out of here and beat it. But what about you? I'm taking care of Ryder first. you all right?
I guess I am.
Take care of him. Who did it, Betty Lou?
Johnson and some men.
Huh? They sure cleaned it out. I suspected that guy all along. He had a prison look to him.
Are you sure it was Johnson?
It seems incredible for Johnson to do it.
I still don't think he did.
Well, I do. And I'm going to form a posse and round him up.
I'll go with you. You get her to the Duchess.
All right.
You get him?
No, little beaver.
Red, what are we going to do?
Does this mean we're wiped out?
Oh, no, there must be some other way. I can't let all those people lose their money.
Miss Betty, we're in a very serious condition. But there's just a chance that Mr. Meeker can help us.
Meeker?
Yeah. You see, Mr. Meeker's in touch with a lot of financial people that may be persuaded to carry us over. Now, you've handled our business at the banks for many years.
Of course, I can't promise anything definite, but I'll do my best.
We'll have to do it in a hurry, or the bank examiners will be down on us.
Yes, I know, and we'd better be going.
Well, good night, all.
Good night.
Good night. What have you got there?
Me find him in bank beside safe.
Has anybody else seen this?
No.
Well, I don't want you to tell anyone about it. Savvy?
Me savvy.
What's the matter, Red?
Betty Lou, I want you to do something for me. It's very important, so please don't ask questions.
All right, Red.
I want you to stay out of sight here and don't go near town.
But why?
Remember, no questions. I can't tell you now. I've just got a hunch.
They'll sure be glad to see you, Mr. Meeker.
Yes, I guess they will.
It's no use arguing, Ryder. Miss Hopkins has failed to maintain this bank in a sound financial condition. And as bank commissioner, I'm compelled to protect the interest of the depositors. Mr. Meeker, I accept your proposition.
Well, if you'll just hold up for a week, I'm sure something will develop.
Unfortunately, Ryder, I'm afraid my people may not be so keen about this in a week's time. Here's the money, and I've had quite a job raising it.
I'm afraid we're licked, Ryder.
Well, gentlemen, that seems to be all for the moment. Ryder, I'll be glad if you'll arrange to have Miss Hopkins come in and sign the papers at once.
All right. I'll write out to the Duchesses right away.
Oh, Ryder. By the way, how is Betty Lou?
Well, she's fine. Except for this money business.
She must have had a speedy recovery.
Betty Lou Hopkins in critical condition. Daughter of the late banker hurt in a holdup. Betty Lou Hopkins, daughter of the late Jason Hopkins of Blue Springs, is in a critical condition as a result of injuries received in the recent holdup of Blue Springs Bank. Why, that's ridiculous. I just left her a few hours ago. How did that get into the Cheyenne papers?
Not only Cheyenne, but every other paper en route. This might explain Ryder's anxiety for a delay.
Well, what's his idea?
I don't know, but I think I'll stop by the Duchess's place and have a word with Betty Lou.
I thought you'd show up. Yes, I was sure you'd show up, old-timer.
How's Betty Lou?
Take it easy now. There's nothing to worry about. Betty Lou is perfectly all right. Let's get inside.
But it says here that...
I know what it says. I put it there.
What's the idea?
I had to get you here, Douglas.
Where'd you ever get that name?
Little Beaver found it in the bank after the robbery.
Yes. I'm Jim Douglas.
And Betty Lou?
You guessed right, Ryder. She's my daughter. My wife died right after I was sent to prison. Hopkins adopted Betty Lou. I want to let it stay that way.
How about the robbery?
Well, I had nothing to do with that.
Yes, let's hear about the robbery, Douglas. Nice work, Red. That newspaper idea was a good one.
Ryder, you pulled a pretty low-down trick.
I didn't plan this. Put that gun away, Meeker.
I'm sorry, Ryder. Douglas is wanted for murder, and I am turning him in.
Because I'm usually a peaceable man.
Be peaceable man now.
You fellows wait here. Keep your eyes open. I'll be back in a minute.
Douglas, you get into the manger. Little Beaver, you cover him up.
You bet.
Howdy, Ryder.
Well, hello, Sheriff. Hey, give me a hand, will you?
Sure. You seen anything of that bank robbing pal of yours?
Oh, I haven't seen any bank robber.
You better keep your eyes open. I heard you was headed this way.
Yeah?
Where's Meeker?
Meeker?
Sure, that's his outfit out there, ain't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. Why, he must be,
What in tarnation's that?
What?
That. What's going on around here?
Nothing.
Let's have a look in that barrel, Ryder.
Certainly, Sheriff. Get up on your feet. I'm sorry to do this to you, Sheriff, but I need your clothes.
You what?
Come on, get out of them. Come on out, Jim. Come on, the rest of them.
All but Red.
You heard what I said. You can let our friend down now, Little Beaver. You all ready, Jim?
All set.
Good. You ready, Little Beaver? Beaver, where are you?
Hey, Red! I'm up here! Let me down! Ouch!
Come on, get on your feet. Jim, come over here and take this horse. Beaver, get his hat. All right, Meeker. You're going along, too.
You wait here, boys. Well, what are you laughing at, you dumb cluck? You let him get away. Go after him. Hurry up! You don't need to tie me up, Ryder. I'll stay here.
I just want to make sure. You see, Meeker, after what Jim here just told us, there are a few things I want to check with Colby. And I just don't want you to mess anything up. See you later. And I'll give you a few more facts, Colby. The robbers knew Douglas by his right name. They also knew the combination of that safe. And they knew that Jim Douglas didn't want his daughter mixed up in his disgrace.
Well, Ryder, you certainly don't think that...
And whose idea was it to plant $500 on him after the robbery, as evidence? Taking you to Douglas.
Oh, wait a minute, Ryder, you can't do that. You know, he's a desperate man, and he's likely to shoot.
He might have very good reason to. You'd better get your coat.
Oh, Ryder.
I said get it. That's pretty. Keep it.
Get him up, Ryder. This time the barrel's on you.
You just got here in time, Sheriff. He and Jim Douglas were going to kill me.
You don't need to worry about Douglas. I just turned him over to the sheriff.
Now, just a minute, Sheriff.
Well?
I think there are a few things Mr. Colby should explain. How the robbers got the combination of the safe, for instance.
This is all so ridiculous. You might as well accuse me of being mixed up in it.
Maybe you've got something there.
For once, you're not going to talk your way out, Ryder. Get a move on.
Hold it, Sheriff. Thanks, little beaver. I'll go get a piece of rope. Now then, get those armbands off, quick.
Oh, gee, Red, me keep.
You can keep them after you show them to Douglas. I want you to slip around to the back of the jail. See if he recognizes them and be sure you're not seen. I'll meet you later at Wolf Hollow.
You betcha.
Betty Lou, I can't stop to explain everything now. But I want you to get set for a shock. A mighty big shock.
Well, what is it, Red?
I've got to tell you this, Betty Lou, for his life may depend on it. The man you know as Johnson is really Jim Douglas.
Jim Douglas. Yes, I've heard Dad speak of him.
This is kind of hard for me to say, Betty Lou. I want you to get hold of yourself. Jason Hopkins is not your father. Hopkins adopted you when you were a baby.
Adopted me?
That's right.
Well, Red, why was I never told?
Well, that's quite a story. But here are the facts. Did you talk to Douglas?
Me talk, me show him paper pants. Him say money, all same bank money.
Where did he hide the $500 they planted on him?
Under flat rock, foot on old pine tree, Eagle Pass.
That's where I'm heading. You go back to town.
Now, doggone it, Betty Lou. When the bank was robbed, you said this was the man that did it. Now you say he didn't.
Well, I was confused the night of the robbery.
You're right sure you're not confused now?
Yes, Sheriff, I'm sure.
All right. I can't hold him.
But, Sheriff, we know he did it.
The girl says he's not the man. That's all there is to it.
It's not all there is to it. Come on, Colby.
Just a minute, Mr. Meeker. Is it right that this here bank robber's Betty Lou's father?
Yes, he's going free because she refuses to identify him.
And, gentlemen, Because of that, Mr. Meeker is withdrawing his funds from the bank. That means that you people will lose everything.
Are they going to get away with our money?
Well, nothing doing. Let's get him out of there and show him some real love.
Now you're talking. All right, let's get him. Come on.
Hold on here a minute. I'm still sheriff of this town. You won't be for long if we don't get Douglas.
Get out of this town, why don't you? Get out. Indian get riders. Get out of here. Bring that team back. All right.
All of you. This man is innocent, and I can prove it.
What's this, another one of your tricks, Ryder? We know you've been working with him.
Sure I have. And you'll know why after you look at these bills. There's part of the money that was taken at the robbery. You'll find the rest of it in the bank right now.
How do we know it's the same money?
Check the serial numbers. You'll see they all came from the same batch.
Hey, you! Come here, you! Give me... Red! Help! Red!
Hold your fire. It's the Duchess.
Now, Duchess, you stay right there and be a good girl. Nothing will happen to any of us. Hurry it up.
Here it is, Meeker.
Stay right there, Duchess. You'll make a good window dressing.
Give it over!
What's the matter with him? Listen, Meeker, I'm warning you. Anything you say will be held as evidence against you. Now start talking. I said talk! Well, I'll be doggone.
Yes, and with his own knife, too.
Neil, get some punch in there. All right, you want to go in? Now, folks, I want you to hear from a man who's been our great friend and to whom we all owe so much. Red Ryder. Red, come on out, Red.
I'm not much at this gab business.
Oh, get on. You can make a fine
Oh,
speech.
be a good girl, and you do it for me.
I will not. They don't want to hear you. Go on, get out there and talk to them.
Hey, Red, make a speech. Come on, Red, speak. Speak, Red, speak.
How about a speech, Red?
Come on, Red!
Hey, Red, give us a speech, Red.
Come on!
Speak. Speak.
There's that cat again.
Little Beaver, you're a pal. Let's get out of here.
Bye, Duchess.
Hey!